Meanwhile, Minsu sat in the garden speaking with her mother over the phone. Her mother informed her that since the first part of her wedding, the traditional ceremony, was taking place that week, they had decided to travel to Seoul the following day to help with the preparations. Minsu, smiling, assured her mother that everything was already arranged and that she did not need to stress. However, her mother insisted that it was her daughter's wedding, and regardless of how small the remaining tasks were, she wanted to be there. She also emphasized that she did not want to leave everything to Sunjin's family. Minsu, touched by her mother's dedication, agreed and expressed excitement about seeing her parents, mentioning that it felt like a long time since they had last been together. After the call ended, she sat there reflecting on how quickly her wedding with Sunjin was approaching. It felt like only yesterday when they had first met, and now they were about to become husband and wife. Looking at her phone, she realized that she had not replied to Woobin's messages. She quickly sent him a text, letting him know they could meet whenever he was free. Excited, she thought about how much she looked forward to seeing him, as it had been a while since they had last talked. That afternoon, Woobin arrived at a cafe where Sunjin was waiting for him. As he sat down, Sunjin immediately complained about his lateness, remarking that Woobin had invited him yet showed up late. Woobin casually replied that he had only been 10 minutes late due to traffic. Shifting the conversation, Sunjin asked about Yuna's condition. Woobin reassured him that she was improving, but mentioned that she had suffered from nightmares, which he suspected was a trauma response. Concerned, Sunjin stated that he would arrange for her to get therapy to ensure the experience did not affect her well-being in the future. Changing the topic, Sunjin asked why Woobin had wanted to meet. Woobin, adopting a serious tone, expressed his lingering concern about Yuna's kidnapping. He suspected that she had been drugged and that someone was behind the incident. Sunjin, growing worried, asked if he had any suspects. Woobin admitted that he was not sure yet, but theorized that it could have been an attempt to sabotage Tech Bloom or extort money from Sunjin's family. Taking out the wallet and phone he had taken from the kidnapper, he placed them on the table, suggesting that if they hacked into the phone, they could trace his calls and identify his contacts. Sunjin agreed, adding that it was possible the kidnapper had been aware of his family's wealth and had simply wanted money. Woobin, unconvinced, pointed out that the kidnapping had been rushed. If the perpetrator had truly known Yuna and had been after money, he would have planned it more carefully. He suggested that they revisit the restaurant and request access to the CCTV footage. Sunjin agreed and asked if the kidnapper had managed to escape, mentioning that they should involve the police if he had. Woobin hesitated, not wanting to reveal that he had taken the kidnapper himself. When Sunjin repeated the question, Woobin nodded, claiming that he had been too focused on rescuing Yuna to notice the kidnapper escaping. Glancing at his phone, he noticed Minsu's text and smiled. Sunjin, noticing his expression, teased him about returning to the dating scene. Woobin, setting his phone aside, clarified that Minsu had texted him about meeting up. Jealous, Sunjin reminded him that Minsu was his fiancée and that he should abandon any lingering feelings for her. Woobin, amused, jokingly suggested that Minsu could marry them both. Sunjin, growing more jealous, playfully threw a napkin at him, telling him to back off and find his own woman. Laughing, Woobin reassured him that he had no intentions toward Minsu. Sunjin, still curious, asked what he planned to talk to Minsu about. Woobin simply stated that it was between him and her. Standing up, he reminded Sunjin to keep investigating the incident and to return to the restaurant for the CCTV footage before walking out.